Welcome to Poul's Kitchen. This is Chef Poul.
Chef Amy.
Chef Alex.
Welcome, and before we begin, please hit the like, share, subscribe button. Please check our website, www.poulskitchen.com. Check up on the upper right-hand corner for our books. We have a donation tab. We have 3 different books. We'd love for you to check them out. So I got to apologize. I have one dish that is really important to me, very sentimental to me and to Amy. And to anybody who's not a fan of cooking, not competent in cooking, this is a dish that I love to share, to educate them on how to cook and make yourself look like $1 million without having to do a whole lot of effort. And that is stuffed chicken. And you ask, well, that's going to be really, really difficult. No, it's not. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Really simple, really easy. Even on a budget, if you can get chicken breasts on sale, it's not that bad. And it looks really, really good. It tastes really, really good. And it's easy enough to impress people. Amy, what's your opinion of it?
Yeah.
It is my signature dish. It is something I've taken years and years to perfect. But for whatever reason, even though this channel's been on for a long time, I've never quite taken the time to make it. So today's the day. Amy's been going at me, Paul, when are you going to make me stuffed chicken again? Paul, when are you going to make me stuffed chicken again? Well, I'm sorry, baby. We're making it today. I'm going to show you how to A, make baked potatoes in the air fryer, 2, make mushroom gravy, and 3, stuffed chicken. This is going to be really, really good and really, really healthy. The only one thing in here that might be construed as not, and to be honest with you, we are using some mushroom broth and it does have a little bit of sodium to it. But given everything else that's in the dish, this really shouldn't be that big a deal. So please stay tuned. Coming right up, you're going to see how to make some stuffed chicken. Booyah! Welcome to Poul's Kitchen. This is Chef Amy, this is Chef Alex, and with me is myself. And I'm just saying to myself today. So today we are making a nice full meal. This is my signature dish and I'm really excited. If we were start, this is my new discipline feature for Amy.
No.
If Amy misbehaves,
No.
it's not even filled yet. So first off, we're going to start with our baked potatoes. Why? Because, well, they're going to take the longest. If you have any imperfections, just chop them out there, but you want to take a moment and
You want to make sure you wash them first.
yeah, these come in really clean as it is, so that's not a big deal.
It's not too bad.
Yeah. Then what we're going to do here, because this is really, really important to make sure that your potatoes are oiled. I got my air fryer at 400 degrees. It's preheating right now. So I'm just putting some oil on this. And I'm going to make sure that put a little bit of oil in here. You want them to be nice and oiled.
So they brown.
And this is why I have my cooking gloves on. And Amy, I want you to go behind here for me and reach the salt. Now we're using low salt, so use low salt and just spread that over here pretty liberally, please. That one there. Okay, no. That's enough.
Good?
Yep. Now we're going to take the pepper. These guys are pretty oily, so they're going to be trashed in here once we're done this. Once I get them in the thing here. But you want to make sure they're completely oiled, because if you don't, then they're going to be a little bit. They're not going to brown as much. They're not going to be as good. But believe it or not, this is actually going to be easy.
Is that good for that one?
Yep. You can tell we really like our pepper here. So Amy wanted her black pepper, or pardon me, her baked potato. So she's getting her black potato, or her baked potato. So always preheat your
Air
air fryer. And so we're gonna have this at 400 degrees, and we're gonna bake this for 45 minutes.
Want some potatoes with your pepper?
Yeah, we like our pepper.
I know, I'm just joking.
Black pepper actually gives it a lot of different flavor. Now every 15 minutes you're going to come out, you're going to open, and you're going to take some tongs and you're going to
turn them.
You're going to turn them.
Good?
Yep, that's good. All right, so Amy, I'm going to get you to take these over here. And I'm going to take my glove off like this. And I'm going to put them in the air fryer. Now from this point, we're not, even with these gloves, I am not going to reach in and grab them with these gloves. They are not insulated. This is not going to work. Take them out like that, throw them out, they're good. So I'm going to put this in for
20?
45 minutes actually.
45, and we're just going to come and check on them.
Yeah.
In 15.
Every 15 minutes we come in and we check on them, turn them,
flip them.
then we flip them. So what's next? Next we're going to work on our gravy. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Welcome back. So our potatoes are slowly cooking. Now, what do we got now?
Gravy.
Gravy, that's right. Because who doesn't like gravy? Alex likes gravy.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yes.
So I've got 2 cans of cream of mushroom. I like cream of mushroom, and it goes well with a lot of things. Now, this could be a little bit of a pain. But you want to make sure you spoon or fork, whatever you want to do.
Spoon would be easier, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
But it's late. Whatever. But you want to get all those mushrooms out, or the mushroom soup out of here. And it very much is like a mushroom soup. And this is really going to be a lot easier than you think. It's not going to be that hard. And you're asking me, why am I making such a big quantity? Well, the answer is actually really easy. Because I'm only showing you making 4, but we actually have quite a few chicken breasts to do, so
yeah, we do.
we'll be here quite a bit of the day working on this. Why? Because Amy's going to be working this week late, and yeah, I'm going to be quite a little bit busy, and it's always easier just to be able to reheat things. And this is probably going to be one of those days I'm going to be annoyed because I can't find what I want really quick. And I'm wrong. I'm going to put a little dab of apple cider vinegar in here. Always important. Don't need a whole lot, because then you'll be then that will be a big part of the soup, and you don't want that.
No.
You just want the FX.
The gravy, you don't want.
You do not want that. Then I've got mushroom broth. Now, with that being said, if you're really sensitive towards your sodium consumption, don't you do this. This part you can skip. If you don't want gravy, then skip it. You don't have to worry about it. I'm not going to use a full thing here, but I just want enough that
There'll be enough.
that'll be enough.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use quite a bit, mind you, but I'm saying probably half the container. We'll put this back in the fridge, and if Amy wants to make soup out of this later, then Amy can. So another really key important thing here is once you got that in here, guys, start
You gotta
stirring.
stir.
Because you don't want clumps of the cream of mushroom. You want it to be this way, so. Then we got about 40% of a thing of mushrooms. So don't need a whole lot of mushrooms for this, but where it is mushroom gravy, you do want some.
Yeah, fresh mushroom will make it good.
So, like I said, you absolutely do not want to have go overboard with it. Mostly for this meal, I mean it's pretty thick, so this isn't going to take very long. Now, if you have white pepper, we do. I don't know where it is right this second.
Somewhere in our spices.
Somewhere's in there, and I don't really care that much. And yes, as per Alex's comments, yes, we like our black pepper. And to Terho's comment, yes, on this I tend to be a little bit of a perfectionist, and the reason's really simple. This is my signature dish. This is something that I like to make to impress people, something that I like to make to show for a big meal, something that I feel is something that's really, really important. This is a meal that I make for somebody that's special, somebody that I really care about, somebody that I really want to really show that I care. I'm not going to take my time making this just anybody. You're not going to want to sit there and cook a big elaborate meal just for some Joe Smo.
No.
You're making a big elaborate meal for somebody you care about. And if you're going to make a meal for somebody you care about, you got to cook with love. Like, it's really important. If you're going to cook, you cook out of love. So you give that a little bit of stir, and when it starts bubbling up, then we're going to turn the heat off, and we're going to move it away from the heat for a little bit. We're going to heat this up again when later on. But just want to get this started, right? Those take 45 minutes. The chicken breasts, believe it or not, don't take that long.
No.
They're actually pretty quick. And the one thing the reason I say this is the perfect meal to have people get really impressed with, it shows the love, because it's the effort. It's not hard. It really isn't. And I'm going to show you how it really is that easy. It really is super easy. But it's the effort. So if you make the effort, then it tells Amy, it tells your parents, it tells whoever you're serving that you love them enough to make the effort. And that's my biggest message I can give to anybody. If you're trying to help yourself with your diabetes, you need to show love to yourself that you're willing to make the effort to actually make that meal. You want to show somebody who needs to learn. You need to take a little bit of time and show them that. Show them that you love them. Show them that you care. We appreciate that. By the way, if you're on Facebook, let us know. We have a Facebook group, and we'd love to have you on there. We have a lot. I post all my videos there, but we also have people posting a lot of other things too. So there's a lot of good recipe ideas there. So at this point, I'm just going to take a spoon. Oh, that is divine. I know that when Alex and Amy taste this for the first time when we have our meal, they're going to be amazed. And in fact, I'm not going to let anybody touch this because I want them to be surprised. I absolutely want this to be a huge surprise. And that's, to me, is really important. I mean, it's still nice and thick. Gravy does not have to be about the beef and the chicken all the time. You do not need to have that. You can use a nice vegetable broth and actually do a lot of really wonderful things with it. And this is really going to elevate that meal. And I promise you, when this gets served, everybody is going to be super amazed. All right, so I think we're good enough for now. I'm going to turn the heat off. I'm going to put my ladle over my thing here, and I'm going to put a cover over it. And that's,
we're good for now.
We're good for now. So please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Amy and I will be back shortly, and we'll start the most important thing.
Chicken.
That's right. Amy's mouth. Her mouth's watering. She's practically saying, "Alex, go get me some cheesecake so we can enjoy this. Get me some cheesecake so we can have some for dessert."
No.
That's her eye. She says no, but her eyes says yes, yes.
No.
Anyways, we'll be back. Welcome back. So we got Amy still here. She's not sleeping because guess what? She is off today. She's off tomorrow, and she was off yesterday. I get a long. Well, I have to go to work tomorrow. She doesn't. But I sort of get a long weekend with Amy, which is kind of rare. I don't get that too much. So I'm super happy to have my wife because honestly, I love her very much. So by the way, guys, if you see me troll Amy and teasing her, I probably shouldn't be doing that a whole lot, and that's my bad. And I just want to say, Amy, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I love you.
You don't have to say that on camera, though.
I do, because I do it enough. All right. So I've got 2 cups of spinach. So I'm gonna dump that in here, and I feel bad because I'm leaving a lot of dishes. So not necessarily something that always should be done, right? And then I've got 1 thing of cream cheese. It is low fat and no flavor. And that's all right, because we're going to make our own flavor. Now we're not going to toss this container away. Why? Because when we have things that we want to give to people to bring home, we got this. So we don't want to trash this. Never throw these away. That's like free Tupperware.
So you can't heat it up.
No, you can't heat it up, but you can use it to store, right?
Yeah.
Then I'm going to put 2 spoons of garlic. You always want to have the garlic because it's important. Then Tajin. This is the spice that you cannot live without.
This is a sweet Mexican spice.
Yep. And I'm just going to liberally add a ton of this in here because it's really good. Amy and I found this at a Mexican store once, or no, pardon me, an Indian store actually, but it's but it is an Indian spice, or yeah, Mexican spice, not Indian, but we found it at an Indian store, and we didn't know what it was, and we tried it.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, Amy really loved
good.
it. It's generally meant for fruits and vegetables, and we're supposed to have a tablespoon of roasted just garlic, but
mayo.
or just mayo, sorry. But whatever. We're gonna use this roasted garlic because it's what we have. Feel free to use your own. Just don't use Miracle Whip, guys. Don't ever buy it. It's garbage. It's not good for you.
And if you live in Canada, you can actually find Tajin in the international aisle in Superstore.
Yep. And I'm sure if you're American, you probably can too. I'm pretty sure you can get that everywhere.
Yeah, I think so.
I'd have a hard time believing it. But so we're almost done. I mean, potatoes are pretty much done.
Yeah.
Get Alex to come over here for a minute. These are pretty much done. Just have to be reheated a little bit before we start eating. Okay, my cream cheese is a little bit of a pain in the ass, but I'm going to break this down a little bit, and then what we're going to do is we're going to beat it. So we mix it all together. So I've cut the spinach up quite a bit. Most everything that I put in here, I've already pre-grated. Amy and I like going out and we like buying our ginger and our garlic already minced. Why? Because it's the same thing. There's no difference to it. It's really no difference at all, really. But it's all the same thing. So, why not take a minute and just buy the stuff that's already grated, and this way you can just put it in, you're done. Because otherwise you're cutting garlic, and I'll do it. I don't mind doing it. Amy, do you mind doing it?
No.
No, not at all. It's not a big deal, right? It's not a big deal unless you make it into one. But it's just easier to do it this way. Oh, I forgot one thing I was going to do. Amy, do you remember what it was?
No. Oh.
Amy and I both decided this morning that it tastes a little better, just a little bit of lemon. If you have lemon, you can put a little bit of lemon, like fresh lemon, squeeze it. We do actually have fresh lemon, but I don't really want to use it for this. I've been using, we've been buying lemon for our iced tea. So I'll have a cup of tea in the morning and I'll have a cup of coffee. If you're in downtown Halifax, if you're down Barrington Street, there is a place called Port de Paris. Amy absolutely loves it.
Cafe
de Port. Cafe de Port, sorry. Right. See, what would I do without Amy? The brains of the operation. Now, you might have to take a little bit of time to really stir this in here because cream cheese is not exactly the easiest to break down and get like a sauce. But you see, as it comes in here, that it's breaking down. I might actually have to cut a little bit more here before I start, but we'll see. How does this look, guys?
Good.
Yeah, it looks really good.
So this is mostly going to be our stuffing, and I may have to do a little bit more. Probably going to have to.
Yeah.
And that's not a big deal. So it just means I'm going to have to take some time and cut more. And you know what? I think I probably should.
Yeah.
You think, Amy?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to have to. So I'm going to take and cut more. But this is generally the idea. So eventually it's going to come to two containers of cream cheese, and we bought another cup just for this problem. So it's not
Another container.
Another container, yeah. So it's just going to take a little bit of time to finish the rest of it up. Not a big deal. We'll get that done. But anyways, you've seen enough of this. When I get this part of it done and I'm happy, then we'll be back and we'll start with the breasts. And it's going to take a little time, but we'll get this.
Yeah.
Welcome back. So Amy just got done yelling at me, screaming, and beating me up.
No.
I got a black eye right here. Can you see it?
No.
So I forgot something really important. Amy so kindly reminded me that we forgot the cheese. She spent all this time going at me for getting her to grade it for me, which she's ever so sweet to do it. And I appreciate her doing it, but
You forgot to add it.
I forgot to add it.
And Amy spent all that time cutting the cheese.
I didn't really. I grated it. I didn't cut it.
Well, technically you had to cut it.
I pulled it apart. I didn't cut it.
Finally. I'm waiting for Amy to say something like... So we're going to add another container of cream cheese in here. Like I said, never throw these out. You want to tell your guests not to use it to microwave. You can't do that. But
No.
Cause a fire.
yeah. Or just melt your food and your food's wasted.
Yeah.
but still, it's something cool that they can transport food back and forth. So the only thing else that I did is half a block of cheese. Amy, do you remember what flavor this is?
Cheddar jalapeno, isn't it?
Cheddar jalapeno. So, Amy wanted to make sure that this got added in, and she's right. So now you're going to take your time and you're going to
Mix everything.
You're going to mix everything with the cheese because, yeah, the cheese is kind of important. Now, a lot of people want to use Parmesan, and that's fine. You can. You can totally use Parmesan. I'm not going to.
You can use whatever flavor you want.
Use whatever you want to, but with our gravy that we're doing, we have enough sodium.
Yeah.
We have enough salt, and
There's a lot of salt in Parmesan.
there is. It's just I'm not in the mood to do that.
Yeah.
This is too much to me. I'm not going to do that. But that's all there is to it. But you want to take your time, and being how cream cheese can be a little annoying this way.
Sour cream.
Sour cream can be.
Oh no, it's cream cheese.
It's cream cheese. So
Yeah.
but don't confuse me, woman. How it's been in the fridge. It's a little hard. And you do want to have a nice even consistency so everything's mixed well. And I think we definitely have enough for chicken breast.
Yeah.
But you want to take your time and get everything really mixed together. Because the next part is going to be nice and fun. Because we're almost done, really. Well, we still got a little left to do, but I mean, how's this look, guys?
Really good.
It looks and smells really good.
So that's part of it. The only thing you're not going to see is cream corn because, well, cream corn's not that difficult.
No.
All right, so that's it for this part here. We're going to take a little break, then we're going to get ready and get the chicken because we're almost ready to go here. So we're just going to take some time and clean up a little bit because the next part, we're going to need a little bit of room. But we'll be back very soon. Welcome back. So we're almost done. So there's a few things to note. Number one, we want a cast iron frying pan. It's not a have to have, but you do want it, and I tell you why. Because we're going to fry each breast 4 minutes per side on the pan. So we got to make sure this is really well oiled, and that's not oiled enough. This is one of those things you really want to make sure this is covered so that nothing sticks and everything else. And after 4 minutes per side, so it's 8 minutes, it's going to go into the oven. And it's going to go in the oven for, and look at Amy for a minute. We're going to preheat this oven for 425. So I'm going to start this now because otherwise it's going to take forever. Maybe not. I just want to make sure that by the time I'm ready to go, it's ready to go. So start preheating that. So I'm not even going to transfer the chicken out. It's going to go from when this is done. It's going to go right in here. So you're using cast iron. Use gloves.
And not the ones he's
and
wearing.
not the one that I'm wearing. Use real gloves. But
Oven mitts.
yeah, oven mitts. Now, if you don't have cast iron, that's fine. No one's going to beat you up over that.
Just use a pan.
Use something. Use your pan to cook on, but put something that's got a little bit of a lid on it.
But if you do have a cast iron pan, that can go directly into the oven.
Yep. So we're going to cut this about 75% of the way, not going all the way through. Never want to do that. That's probably a little bit more than I wanted.
And that's where the stuffing's going to go.
So we're going to take some stuffing. We're not going to go too crazy, but
I think this is going to be really good.
Oh, it is going to be really, really good. So that's that. Now that we got this here, I'm going to turn this on the 6. Now, before watching me do this, did you guys think this was going to be hard, or did you think this was going to be easy?
A bit of both.
Now, after watching me,
It's easy.
I wasn't sure how you were going to get the stuffing in the chicken breast.
Oh, I knew.
Amy's watched me do this before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A few times. So
Yeah.
this I do honestly consider this to be my my masterpiece.
Yeah, he's good at making.
So this is your magnum opus.
Yeah, this is. So again, we're gonna make sure that we're going right in the center, and be very careful because
And-
again, we don't want to go all the way through,
No, you don't.
and we also don't want to cut ourselves either.
No.
Very sharp knives.
You just want to make sure you make a small pocket for the stuffing.
Yep. But so we want to be really, really careful.
That you don't cut through all the way.
And that you don't cut yourself.
Now, see how easy this is?
Yeah.
See how easy that is, guys? Does that not look really
Yeah.
super simple?
It does.
And
Don't you have to put the...
I'm not going to do that.
You're not putting toothpicks in it?
Nope. Actually, Amy,
Yeah.
grab a glove, please. Swirl the oil around a little bit so that it's covered. Thank you.
Welcome.
So what we're going to do is we're going to gently...
You can use toothpicks if you want to keep it together, but we're not. If you're worried about it falling apart.
So, I got... What time is it, guys?
What time is it? It
Yeah.
is 3:10, 3:11.
So, we're going to give it 4 minutes. So, Amy's going to pay attention to the clock here. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to turn it around a little bit.
And cook them for another 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then we're going to throw it in the oven.
not throw, but
Yeah, but
And for how long?
for 15 minutes.
15, that's it.
Yep.
So it takes more time to prep than it does to cook?
Yep. Does this look like it's really that hard?
No.
No, not at all.
Now, when I say that, every stove's going to be different. Every stove's going to be different.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that you're paying attention to what you're doing. So
Your gloves over here, honey. Sorry, you're looking for?
no, I'm looking for this. So take your time with this and make sure you're paying attention to what you're doing. Because if you don't, you're gonna run into some serious issues.
You're flipping them now?
Yep. And some people are going to sit and say, well, isn't this going to cook? Isn't this going to cook all the way here? It's not.
No.
It totally is not.
It's to brown it.
It's just totally to brown it.
That's it. The cooking gets done in the oven.
Yep. We're just browning it for a little bit. And we're going to be patient until this says, what, Amy?
425.
When it says that, Amy's going to put the oven mitt back on. We're not going to wait for this to finish.
Oh, so I don't have to worry about time then. Alright.
And then so this is almost there. So, I mean, so far, guys, your opinion before, you thought this was going to be really hard.
Yeah.
Not that hard.
No. It's
More prep time.
It's a lot of prep time. And a lot of it was because, well, we're also working on the gravy. We also made baked potatoes. Yeah, that takes a little bit of time. But you know what? At the end of the day, if you're trying to impress somebody, this is totally going to
be easy.
It's going to be easy. It's going to be worth it.
It's worth it, yeah.
I mean, what do you guys think so far? Is this...
It's going to be good.
It's going to be really good.
I don't like frying chicken in the frying pan that much. Not my thing. If I'm making stir fry, I'll do a bunch of it in there, but I'm not going to do it any other way. So this isn't going to take very long. This is really quick, really. It's holding on to that 1 degree. Okay, so Amy's going to shove that into the oven. And just be careful with cast iron, it's heavy.
It's very heavy.
So I'm going to turn this off here. So we'll be back when that's done, and then we'll start getting ready for the actual meal.
Yay.
So we'll be back. So we're back and we're pretty much done. So please hit that like, share, subscribe button. That means the world to us. One more share, one more like really means a lot. Please visit our Facebook group and www.poulskitchen.com. Again, our books are on the upper right hand side. Here's our chicken.
It looks really good.
How's that look?
Looks really good.
Can't wait to dig in.
So now we're just getting the rest of the meal out.
The baked potatoes we made earlier.
I just turned the air fryer back on for a few minutes just to
Reheat them.
reheat just a little bit. And we're going to choose to go with a little bit of creamed corn.
And we have a meal.
We're almost done.
Yeah. It's going to be good. Another dish for me.
This is why when you're cooking, I'm just putting a little bit of water in this to let it, just to help it clean a little bit better. And I need this again. No, I don't. Now for some gravy. Amy, if you'd be so kind, grab that for me, please.
It's not hot, so I'm good.
Over here. Thank you. Just gonna put one scoop in there. Then over here. I'm not big into making messes. I know Amy is.
No.
Amy's more into cleaning up messes.
She makes.
That he makes.
Amy's
Yeah.
making messes quite a bit too. Over it a little bit. Oh, better way. All right. So how's this look, guys?
Excellent.
Looks really good.
It's gonna taste amazing, guys. I promise you. And is this not a meal that you'd be proud to share with your family?
Yes.
Yeah, it would be.
So, Stock Chicken's not that hard, guys.
No.
Hope you like it. Please hit that like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you later.